guys, Rko'D. I'm back in another video, and today we're going to be talking about Friday Night Smackdown. Now, this Friday Night Smackdown, I was actually in attendance, and I had a great time. I'm thinking about making a little video about that, and if I don't make a video on it, it'll be a short. Now, I got to see the dark match, and it was a dark match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Jimmy Uso. I enjoyed seeing Jimmy Uso in, in live. I enjoy seeing Jimmy win as well. That was very fun, and I feel like they did that for me because we didn't get to see Jimmy actually perform during the show, but to see him before, it did me good. I know like people are upset about the fact a little bit upset that he is being featured on a dark match instead of having a match on actual television, but I'll be real. For people that's actually in attendance, this is a chance for us to get to see our favorite superstars if they're not on on the night show. But I do think that there's something going to be in store for him during the show. During the show, R-Truth had a John Cena sign, basically waiting for him, basically being the only one that's on John Cena's side. And as we saw last week, Jimmy Uso basically trying to talk some sense into R-Truth, but R-Truth is standing 10 toes down on being John Cena's supporter, being his childhood hero. Now, it's going to be sad to see, but I believe John Cena is going to turn on R-Truth. He just is. I feel like it's in the cards, all that. In doing so, he's probably going to trigger a reaction from Jimmy, and then there's going to be a feud between Jimmy and John, which it'll only do more for him, but I want him to get a title. I want him to get a title. Maybe, hey, both of brothers get world championships. I know the app, it might go crazy, but Jimmy, he'd be deserving of a championship. Now, during the show, it was very hype. It was very hype, especially because Drew McIntyre returned. During the tag match between LA Knight and Damian Priest versus Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Very fun, because my thing is this: why are we booing Solo now? I thought Solo was cool now. I'm sorry, I thought Solo was cool now. I enjoyed seeing Solo. Okay, I think he's very underrated. Like what about the Solo fans? Where are the Solo fans at? Okay, if you're a Solo fan, let me know. This match was good. My big thing about this is, why was Damian Priest and LA Knight so petty? Why are they so petty? Because they could have worked together. They really could have worked together and had some good cohesion. But I understand that at the end of the day, it's every man for himself trying to get that U.S. title and proving their worth. So I see why. And somehow they got the dub. And Jacob Fatu is something different. Jacob is something different. Like, I have no other way of explaining that, and it's even more in person. Like, you feel it even more in person. You do. Although that man was over here upset, a little stressing while Solo was in that ring. I feel bad for Solo because he hasn't been in a place where he's been the one basically being overpowered. Like, he can overpower in a way it's annoying. Like, as a Solo fan, I'm like, this is getting embarrassing. We once was a tribal chief. You once was a tribal chief. Not my tribal chief, but you once was a tribal chief. You beat John Cena, and now you're Jacob's enforcer. We're going backwards. But Drew McIntyre, as always, didn't let Jacob have his moment for long and snuck up on him. Drew McIntyre, although I do not think he's winning at Backlash during that Fatal 4-Way, I do see a feud between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. At the end of the feud, who knows who's going to win? I just know at Backlash, Drewy's not winning. Jacob is probably retaining. That's my prediction. There was a tag team match with... It was like tag team match on tag team match on tag team match. I ain't mad at it. I like tag teams, but not. It's like the tag team matches when the tag team division is kind of shoddy for the women. It's kind of crazy. It's pretty insane. But Alexa Bliss returned with Zelina Vega going against the Secret Herbers, Chelsea Green, and Piper Niven. Alexa got the hometown pop plus the we missed you pop. That was a good experience. Alexa Bliss really is one of those people that doesn't know the meaning of ring rust. She's very good. Zelina Vega, she gets her props as well because she was there in a moment whenever she was needed with Alexa. She keeps herself 10 toes down. She's representing for the short queens, and she called me pretty. I don't know if she saw me all the way, but it doesn't matter. I'm taking that and I'm going to run with it. I'm going to drag it, like I said on my story, through the mud forever and ever. Chelsea Green trying to get this U.S. title. She's not getting it. Not getting it at all. I hope Piper gets a chance to get it, and it kind of messes things up with her and Chelsea because I like Piper. I would actually love to see Piper kind of express herself more as a single star instead of being kind of behind Chelsea, being in Chelsea's shadow. Now, if it means that she doesn't get any showtime, I take it back. But I would love to see more of Piper on her own. The match of the night to me. No, I'm not going to say this match of the night. But one of my favorite moments was seeing Charlotte, and the fact that they booed her was insane to me because before the show, they started cheering. They started wooing. They were wooing, and that's associated with Charlotte now. Although yes, Ric Flair, but now it's associated with Charlotte. So for y'all to boo her out the building basically is insane to me, and I hated it. Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax was set after after Charlotte's little talk. And we saw another stare down between Charlotte and Jade. That's a match that I am going to be excited for in the future. It's not a match that I want to see soon, but it's not a match I want to see like next week or anytime soon. But in the future, that match is going to hit. I gotta give my props to Jade Cargill during this match. You could see the growth in her as a performer, a bit more fluid, and I'm gonna be very interested in seeing how she would go in a longer match. But the fact that Nia was able to let her shine and vice versa, amazing. I'm thinking that Naomi is going for the title more so than going for revenge with Jade. Although Jade is the person she's going to screw over more often than not, she's also not her main focus. As we saw her attack Tiffany instead of trying to get involved in Jade's match, you see that that's not her main priority. Her main priority is getting a title, the thing that has been eluding her. And I believe that if we're going for anybody, if we're going to do caution, if we're going for what we missed, I believe she should go for Tiffany. Tiffany should be the one because Tiffany was the reason why she would lose the matches that she got that close to actually winning. It would always be Tiffany. I think the end game should be Tiffany, and then she gets the title because we saw it was always Tiffany in the way. So hopefully that's what goes down. But Nia is set to go against Tiffany Stratton sooner rather than later. I don't know who's going to win. I believe it's going to be Tiffany Stratton that wins because I'm not saying Nia don't be getting it through, but Nia, I don't know. Nia is a little shaky. I just don't know if they're ready to give it back to her. I'm not going to say she's shaky. I just don't know if they're ready to give it back to her. Rey Fenix was attacked by Legado del Fantasma, which led to a tag team match between Las Garza and Rey Fenix with Andrade. Andrade is a real one. Andrade, he is very messy to me because he was talking to, I believe it was Berto. He was talking to Berto, trying to get him on his side. We saw that last week. And this right here is an underrated match. I feel as though Las Garza is one of those underrated tag teams. Like, if y'all really give them the time to shine and everything, they'll be a crowd favorite. They'd be a crowd favorite. I hope. They'd be a crowd favorite. Now, they didn't win a match, which led to a little, I think, Legado de Fantasma was breaking up. Because Santos was very upset. That man, he had a Roman Reigns pose going on, the mom pose. He was disappointed throughout that match. Although it wasn't entirely their fault that they lost. It was kind of his fault as well. He just wasn't feeling it. He went in that ring, started talking Roman Reigns style. I don't want to say that he was berating him because I don't know what he was saying, but I don't think he was saying anything that was respectful. And bro just had enough. He had enough. He left. So who knows what's going to happen with Legado de Fantasma. I'd be sad because I feel as though they weren't given that proper time. You know, they didn't have too many storylines, and then Elektra left. So I don't know if they got their proper time in the sun. And that's just my opinion. Maybe it's because I like them. Maybe it's because I like them. Now, this is match of the night to me. Praxium versus Street Profits. Street Profits, I love them. I loved them. They had a great promo. My thing that I'm thinking on is Street Profits are kind of like more aggressive baby faces. They're not the heels. So for them to kind of get blindsided by Nick Aldis and saying, yeah, y'all got a match tonight. I don't care if y'all are hurt. That's basically what happened. And then they end up losing to Praxium. Praxium getting that dub really continues on saying, yeah, they're on the same level as the main card. Not the main cards. The ones on the main roster tag teams. They're just not on the level to when they're going to win that tag team match for the gold. That's what I believe, and that's what I'm hoping. Now, after their match, they got jumped. They got jumped by DIY while they was talking to Motor City. DIY they never give up. They're never giving up, and to me, it's sad because, like, back of the line. They're literally the ones that are at the back of the line. They act like they're not, but, bro, y'all are at the back of the line. Y'all not behind. Y'all behind everybody. Pretty Deadly included. Behind everybody. I'm telling y'all right now. But they act like they are not. Like, they literally act like they're not. And I give my props to the Street Profits because ever since they got the titles, tag team division been up on a different level. Because to have a match in a night, like 2 nights, crazy to me. Crazy. Because I don't know if that's been what we've been seeing. I don't know if the tag team has consistently almost every time people in the tag team division have had match of the night. So I give them their props, and I'm talking about the men's. I give them their props. I enjoyed that. Aleister Black versus Carmelo Hayes. I hated seeing Carmelo Hayes losing in person. That hurt my soul because y'all know how I feel about Carmelo Hayes. I feel as though he's a legend in the making. But he didn't get pinned in a way that was, I won't say it was clean. It wasn't really clean because he was distracted, number one, and it was a roll-up. So it's kind of not like he getting buried or nothing because Carmelo Hayes, he's going to be a slow burn. And hopefully that slow burn ends up having multiple WWE championships. Carmelo Hayes 100% should be in the U.S. Championship conversation, but I understand I'm trying to give Jacob Fatu that time in the sun. I get it. And when it's time for him to be back in the shade, Carmelo Hayes need to be there to snatch and grab, okay? My loyalty belongs to Carmelo Hayes. I'm sorry. It just does. Carmelo Hayes is everything you want in a superstar. Now, Aleister Black, he did his thing. He is showing who he is and reintroducing himself to the WWE Universe in such a great way. I'm thinking this is going to be a match series because Carmelo Hayes said a 0-7. I mean, he said 0. He said 0-1, not 0-7. 0-1. And he said, hey, beef ain't done yet. Beef is not dead. So hopefully he gets the dub sooner because I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with that. John Cena and Randy Orton. John Cena. He cooked Randy Orton. There's nothing else I can say about it. There's nothing else I can put it plainly. I can't put it nicely. He cooked Randy Orton. Because he wasn't lying for real. And as a Randy Orton fan, that made me feel bad. Because you really can't say nothing. You can't refute what was said because it was facts. Not a lot of it was facts. I'll just say he didn't really lie. He made some points where somebody could agree with him. I'm not gonna say that's because I like Randy. I'm not gonna say that he didn't work hard for what he got because I think he did. You have to work hard to get out of a hole, and that's what Randy Orton did. He redeemed himself. And I don't think he's one of the people that missed the most potential. I think there's another superstar. I won't say his name, but he's not the one who wasted his potential. It was somebody dear to my heart. Randy having a body double. I wonder who that man is. I think that was the guy from NXT that looks like Randy Orton. That's what I'm thinking. John Cena getting a bottle thrown at him, though, that irritated the mess out of me. I thought it was a shoot. I didn't know it was real, but that was a real person. He got squared out. I'm like, why would you do that? Like, I believe you're proving John Cena's point. Even though, yes, he's playing around being a heel, is acting, you're proving John's point. You're being disrespectful, and you're not realizing what you have in front of you. And now he's gonna be gone soon. That made me mad. That disgusted me. But he got RKO'd. And then Randy hold that belt up, man. Randy versus John Cena, I think John's winning. I think John's winning tonight. So, yeah. Hopefully we can see Jimmy Uso. Hey, maybe Jimmy Uso dethrones John Cena. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking that somebody said basically they think Carmelo Hayes might be the one who wins the Money in the Bank. And my hope is he cashes in on John Cena and retires John Cena. That's what I want to see at the end. I want to see Carmelo Hayes retire John Cena because that would be the greatest torch pass. I understand Cody Rhodes still has a story with John, but Cody Rhodes is not the future. I think Carmelo Hayes is the future. So for him to have that torch passing moment, it'd be amazing. I think that would hit on every single level because everybody should acknowledge the talent Carmelo Hayes has. Go leave it at that because y'all know how much I can go when it comes to him. Backlash, my picks and predictions. We have Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. If Bayley is in town I think that my girl Lyra is going to win. But it's Becky Lynch, so Becky Lynch might win. I go front. Becky, she's possibly winning. Intercontinental Championship match. Dominic Mysterio versus Penta. Dominic Mysterio has to win. Gunther versus Pat McAfee. Gunther. I'm not going to say it, but Gunther. I just can't believe that man is having a match with Pat McAfee. Like, I'm not like a wrestling purist. I'm not one of them. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.